Garden Grove TV3 honors our nation's veterans in this special program featuring the stories of 4 brave men who served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and Iraq. Their tales of combat remind us freedom is never free. They made sacrifices that weren't always appreciated, putting their lives on the line and afterwards spending a lifetime trying to recover from their experiences. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Arthi Neru. You're about to hear the stories that often go untold, simply because they're too hard to share. We sat down with veterans who served in 4 different wars. As they gradually open up, they paint the picture of life at war and the unique challenges they each faced. We begin with the World War II Navy medic whose 2.5-year service lives with him even today.
I couldn't believe that anyone would ever attack us. I mean, we were so powerful.
The attack at Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941 was hard for Jack Gutman to forget. 2 years later, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy.
The war was progressing. I felt I had to do something for my country.
At 17, Gutman was trained as a medic and sent to the Royal Victoria Hospital in England.
We all knew it was going to be for something. It was all hush-hush. Of course, we now know it was for the Normandy invasion. This outfit was huge. I mean, just thousands of us. Women nurses, doctors. It was strange because I couldn't stand the sight of blood. I mean, I would get wheezy when I saw it. But I soon got over that.
Harder to get over the many plane bombings he witnessed.
The bombs. They would go along, you'd hear bub, 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 and then finally, when it stopped, it would go at an angle. And all of a sudden be a huge explosion. Many times a house, people.
Later, Gutman was chosen to help with the Normandy invasion. He says this is where it got personal.
When you're a medic, you're taking care of a guy who got shot and he's screaming, "Mama, Mama," and then he's saying, "Doc, Doc, am I going to die? Am I going to die?" It becomes very personal.
To this day, Gutman can't forget his experience with one particular patient.
I felt I had to lie to him that he's going to make it, he's going to be okay and be with his family. And that was something I carried with me a lot. If a man dies on your watch, and he did die, you have to pack every cavity in his body with cotton. I mean, his ears, his nose, everything, every cavity. I had to do this 4 times in the time in the war. Very traumatic.
Another traumatic moment came for Gutman when he was on a ship called the Buoy.
I had just finished taking care of a bunch of people in Okinawa. All of a sudden, a thing, boom, 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 and I think that's where I lost my hearing on it because didn't have anything, I didn't expect anything. All I had was this ringing in my ears and my head. We were attacked by the Japanese kamikaze planes. All of a sudden, this guy veers up and goes right into the bridge of the battleship New Mexico. And I see this huge explosion. And I didn't know how many people were killed, but found out later the captain, I guess 80 people were killed then. I had never seen something like that in my life.
After Okinawa, Gutman helped take the wounded back to Pearl Harbor. As they got ready to invade Japan, he learned that President Truman had approved dropping bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and that the Japanese had surrendered.
I'm sorry there were so many people that had to die in Hiroshima or Nagasaki, but all I know is that Jack Gutman would not have been here had he not okayed that.
Gutman made it back home for his 20th birthday and for Christmas.
Every time I hear, "I'll be home for Christmas," I cry because it was so touching for me to finally get there and be alive.
Gutman worked as a comedian and used humor to try to escape his nightmares and flashbacks of World War II. But what he experienced during his 2.5-year service stayed with him for more than 60 years.
You know what it feels to see a guy with his guts blown out, and the guy shot in here and his face blown out here like that.
Despite the post-traumatic stress disorder,
I say in all sincerity, if I had it to do it again, I certainly would. I'm proud that I was there to serve my country.